Another complication of service provision is that here in California, nationwide, internationally, when we speak to young people who are involved in the sex industry, they report experiencing violence more often from law enforcement officials than from other individuals, be it clients in the sex industry, be it intimate partners, family members. And so they've reported that they've been physically and sexually assaulted by police officers. Sometimes this happens in exchange for not being arrested. Sometimes it happens in the course of an undercover sting operation. A case manager was sharing with me the experience of a young woman she was working with in Southern California who said, oh, you know, this guy picked me up in the car and we were driving for about 5 minutes and he let me fondle him the entire time. Then it ended up this was a police officer and I was arrested. And if I'm a minor and he's a police officer, isn't that not supposed to happen? And so just at that basic level, it's discouraging. And then if we think about the implications for service provision, if young people see that service providers are working closely with law enforcement, they become a little suspicious and a little weary of it and are slower to open up and to trust them because of either this personal lived experience of negative interactions or the larger sort of conversation within their communities of hearing, this is what's happened to my friends.
And then, so in my final statement, and I'm sorry that I've gone over, is just, you know, if you're going to look at the priorities that we need to consider for next year's legislative cycle, the first is resources. So I just want to congratulate the legislator last year on passing $10 million, not just for children, but for all trafficking victims, and to be used for specialized services. In addition, we have the $10 million for DCFS to provide specialized C-sex services within child welfare. This is a huge package that no other state has, but we have to make sure we continue that as a resource. And we did not get the $10 million as a continuing budget request, so that's going to be our request this
Just
year.
remember, if you need money, I am in chair budgets of 5, so don't worry about the money.